Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. Today we'll take a look at the Great British Pound. So actually we now have to switch between the euro and cable because we have the step size than the euro as in the cable. Yesterday we talked about the euro currency, and just in a few words I will show you the intraday charts on euro. It's mostly the same that we talked about recently. So recall what we said. It could be ABCD, XOPs, market first destination point where the market is coming potentially. Well, overall optimism should be enough to push market somewhere to 111. Next direction will depend on how important this news was. I mean about the vaccine on the COVID-19 that's coming from the Moderna company. But currently, we'll take a look into consideration how market starts to behave. It seems that the optimism slowly is blowing out. So it's some kind of reaction has happened, but now, well, it hasn't got the real continuation. Usually when the really important news have been released, market stands in a trend at least for a few sessions. It's 1, 2, 3 sessions minimum. But here we see the reaction just in the evening of the Monday, and now you see the market has come down and waiting for the next direction. So that's why, well, in the short term, euro could climb slightly higher based on the momentum that has been provided by this news, but later it needs something else to support the overall price behavior. Here's probably some bullish grabber exist. It's based on the MACD indicator, and that suggests XOP should be reached. And then we'll see what will happen. The same story on the cable. Now we're turning to the Great British Pound. Here's the situation is a bit more interesting. So recall what we said. Here's initially we thought that it will be drop lower to 118, 118.80 just because of the acceleration on intraday charts. And here we didn't know yet. It's about the vaccine and about some other news. That was logical to expect downward action. But here was the news announced, and you can see the sentiment has changed. So here, as we said, piercing in the cloud has been formed. That's candlestick pattern that mostly works in the same manner as engulfing. And it suggests upward pullback, but trend here stands bearish, and still a question whether this will be reversal as we expect with the major pattern that we have, or it will be just pullback inside of this recent drop. Because pattern itself suggests as a minimum target just a retracement, the kind of the ABCD action on intraday charts. But this ABCD potential is not enough to us. We expect a reversal, and the existence of this pattern doesn't mean yet that we will get the reversal, and maybe later the drop right to this area still could happen. That's why, as I said yesterday and today, I'm talking about this again. So we need to see the strength of this news, strength of this background that we have, and how stable the investors' treatment of this event will be. So currently it seems that this impact is fading down. What we have currently? Currently we have the normal price action. So when the pattern has been formed, as a rule, in almost cases, pullback here has to happen before theoretically upward continuation. So that's actually what we will keep an eye on today. So in follow time frame chart, you could see market has completed our OP, showing reaction based on the background that we have. I mean news on Monday, hit the conference resistance 2290, 2316 area. Now stands in a relation to the retracement. So very similar picture to the weekly chart, right? So take a look what we have on the weekly. Pullback, conference, and now stands in the pullback here. And the same we have on the follow time frame chart. Conference and the pullback. On the 4-hour time frame chart, trend stands bullish. Market has formed bullish reversal swing. So take a look. This upward action is greater than the previous down. It provides two things. First of all, this is positive. It means that chances on the ABCD action to the upside are not bad. Second, when the market forms reversal swing, usually it forms deep retracement. Because this is break of the momentum, and the previous momentum still exists, that makes market to show deep retracement. It's usually 50%, 60% retracement as a rule. That's what we'll keep an eye on. So on the hourly chart, we will keep an eye on this upward swing and the Fib levels. First, now we have the ABC top, OP 2214, 2210 is agreement support. Next target is 21,676. Well, let's unite it with 2160, 57. That's next area to watch. At the first touch of these levels, probably some reaction should happen. Here we have some skewed head and shoulder or something of that sort. So maybe it is relatively safe trying to take the position these levels with the stops below the 618 support at the first touch, because at the first touch probably some pullback, at least minor pullback, should happen. That will let you to move stops to the break-even. Guys, I call you to put stops at the break-even as soon as possible, as when the market just will show a reasonable pullback when you really good tight stop. I not mean to move stops to the break-even, but just market move up for 5 pips from the level. When market will pass for approximately 15 to 20 pips, you could move stops to the break-even and see what will happen. Because currently the overall bullish background right now is really fragile. So yes, market shows some bullish context. It now holds and stands well. But you probably remember what we talked about, the fundamental background on the United Kingdom. And you know why we were watching for a deep drop. That's why you should be extra careful taking the long position currently. Because these levels, not just the acceptable level for taking the long position for our scenario, but these levels as well, some testing of the quality of the background, testing of the quality of this bullish context. So if market will break all them down, it will mean that we're going lower on the daily chart. Probably 118.80 areas will be next target, and this pattern will be erased. If market will start upward action up from here, either here or from this level, what's small probable right from here, we will get this ABC pattern at least, or maybe in reversal. That's why these levels you could consider. But as I said, don't forget about managing your stops, protect your position, reduce your risk, because the situation stands not very simple, and it is still unclear what the consequences we will get from this news about the vaccine, about other stuff. Just be careful. So that's our view on the cable, on the euro currency, and let's see what will happen today.